Well, well, well. Look who decided to show up today. I see a room full of bright, shining faces, brimming with potential. Or at least, that's what Tiny Tim must tell himself every morning to keep from walking into the ocean. Lucky for you, he's still on vacation, which means you get me again. Dave, your favorite cyber prophet, here to teach you something useful. Not that you deserve it. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Where are your homework assignments? No, seriously, I'm genuinely curious. Did they get lost on the arduous trek between your brain cell and your notebook? Did you all collectively decide that my class was beneath you? Or are you just incapable of stringing together 500 words without tripping over your own intellectual mediocrity? Let me be perfectly clear. If you didn't do the assignment, I'm not mad. No, I'm disappointed. Disappointed that natural selection hasn't yet weeded out people who think they can coast through life on vibes and empty calories. But hey, maybe I'm being harsh. Perhaps writing a coherent sentence was just too much to ask of a group of people who treat the English language like a piñata, smacking it blindly until something vaguely intelligible falls out. Now, let's talk about cuss words, or, as I like to call them, the literary equivalent of shooting blanks. Because that's what they are, my dear slack-jawed scribblers. Blanks. Empty. Hollow. Bereft of meaning. A big, fat nothing burger. When you use a word like duck as a placeholder for every emotion you've ever felt, you're not communicating. You're flailing. You're standing in the middle of a crowded room and yelling stuff, while everyone else rolls their eyes and walks away. Cuss words used to mean something. Ship was once a term of frustration. Duck was a fiery exclamation. But now, thanks to you, they're meaningless. You've drained them of their power, their precision, their soul. Every time you drop a lazy duck into a sentence, you're admitting that you have the emotional range of a teaspoon and the vocabulary of a soggy napkin. Do you know what happens when a word means everything? It means nothing. It's like if I called every single one of you geniuses. Sure, it might sound nice at first, but after a while you'd realize I was being sarcastic. And here's the kicker. That's exactly what happens when you overuse cuss words. They become sarcastic placeholders for actual thought. This ducking amazing movie could mean you loved it, hated it, or simply ran out of adjectives. Good job. You're now impossible to understand. And don't give me that excuse about emotional release. Oh, cuss words are cathartic, Dave. You know what else is cathartic? Screaming into a pillow. You don't see me bringing one to class and calling it Shakespeare. Language is supposed to elevate your thoughts, not drag them down to the gutter so you can flail around in a puddle of mediocrity. So here's your new assignment, you linguistic leeches. Write me a story where every word actually means something. No ducks. No ships, no heck this, or crap that. Use real words. Use precise words. Use words that tell me you're capable of forming a complete thought without relying on the verbal equivalent of training wheels. And if you can't, don't bother showing up next week. Tiny Tim will be back, and you can return to wasting his time instead of mine. Good luck, kids. You'll need it.